Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we got a little bit of disappointment going on over here, where we're now seeing just dumb stuff when it comes to the PlayStation, and overall, in all honesty, kind of just the general community. It's not maybe necessarily only focused on gamers, but just for the sake of conversation, or just for the sake of title and all that, it is a lot of just dumb people out here that are just out there, well, being dumb, because we're now seeing actors, as of right, you guys know right now, for the Last of Us TV show, and also for the video game, which has been getting more popular more and more by the day, who are now just getting threatened online, and it's just dumb. It's just like literally just disappointing and dumb, and I'm just going to talk about it and rant about it and showcase up this random news story because it's just stupid. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, why are people even doing this at the end of the day? So we're going to talk about this, talk about the drama, talk about the overall just stupidity of some people online, and as well, if you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below if you guys want to follow. Of course, the Target, Amazon links too, and just everything in between. And let's dive into the video. So, well, one of these dumb videos. So if you guys do or do not know, there's, well, multiple seasons of The Last of Us. There's one game, and then we have the part 2, and as well we have the current first season being aired right now on the TV show. And there has been quite a bit of drama back and forth. Now, I try my best not to make videos political on either sides or whatever, but this is just a stupid one. There was a lot of big controversy when it came to the show itself, or I think it was episode 3, where it has a little bit more of a backstory of some of the Last of Us characters, and, well, people online, for just whatever reason, were just not really appreciating the story of it or the characters behind it. Now, this is kind of just internet. It's kind of also people. I mean, if people don't like it for whatever reason, totally get it, I guess, I understand. But people like to go and harp on people and make their opinions out there a little bit more too well known. And this has actually been also segueing over here to one of the actresses, and basically more so the face models, of one of the more kind of controversial characters from the Naughty Dog Part 2. You know, the good old Last of Us Part 2 that was made, and, well, it's just not been fun. So, if you guys don't know, there's a character in the game itself called Abby, where a lot of folks, for some odd reason, just despise her as a character. She technically is like the, I guess what, is a protagonist, antagonist of the actual show, it's like the game itself. So it is like someone who you're kind of meant to dislike, and not necessarily like in terms of games, but a lot of folks are liking it for a completely different other type of reason. In terms of like trans hate, in terms of all that type of stuff. And, well, it's kind of been pretty bad. Because now, because this is, as you guys know, Sony's very in top of using mocap. And they basically go and, like, you know, put a bunch of these little sensors and essentially go and get your facial movement, or sometimes get certain actors and actresses to go and essentially model of the character. It's kind of a good example, too. We've had other prior video games. Maybe you think a good example for Death Stranding, where they basically have the character based on an actor, and then they also use the mocap and put the mocap all around their body to essentially get the one-to-one, and try their best to actually have, like, a real-life reference to make it as close as possible. And, well, this has been kind of sad, because, well, people are just being absolute idiots. So, when it comes to this one, idiots online are still abusing Abby. So basically, the character itself from the actual game itself, from The Last of Us 2's face model. Now, this is a little bit more on the sadder side, too, because this actress has, like, in all honesty, the response is just, like, the biggest sigh. Like, I feel bad. Like, if you don't like a character, you don't like a show, you don't like a plot, whatever, bro, that's always your opinion. That's always fine. I never think I should ever stop someone's opinion on it. But it's more so when people kind of take it to that really weird parasocial level, and they start, like, insulting, like, the writers and, like, the actual actors or random characters involved, or, like, sending mass amounts of emails. That's where things get a little bit more distasteful. Now, I might go put, like, I'm disappointed in the PlayStation community. In theory, I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this video, or most people who are playing games, are not a part of this bad crowd, or not a part of, like, targeted harassing people and all that stuff. Like, I'm sure a lot of people who watch my videos, you guys are dope. Like, you guys are cool. Like, you guys are normal. I hope. I hope. I think everything I've seen from you guys, I think you guys are. But that's why it kind of sucks, because you're seeing this stuff, and it's just sad. So basically, even after this game's been out for quite some time, when it comes to online, people are now finding, like, the actual actor, which is Jocelyn Mettler, so just my heart out to her, and basically going and email them some awful stuff. It just sucks, man, it just sucks. So basically, there's, like, certain things in, like, The Last of Us Part 2 that a lot of, like, the vocal minorities and the video game folks are just not into it, man. They were just hating on these people. They didn't like the Abby character. It just was rough. And it kind of sucks because the voice actress herself had to go and chime on in, saying, bro, I have not been on Naughty Dog's payroll since 2017. It's like literally almost like 6 years. I am not their complaint department. I think you forgot a CC on this one, champ. And then, you know, the trigger warning, harassment, threats, and stupidity. So you guys can see, like, you dumb yourself, you rat queen. Like, bro, who in their right mind wakes up, like, even if you hate the characters or dislike the characters or they're against your own morals and views, which, I mean, that's whatever, it's on you. Bro, who, like, wakes up in their morning to go and see this, and they're like, let me go and just send an email to some random girl. You know, like, bro, like, what is wrong with some people in this day and age? I just really don't get it. I really, truly just don't get it. It just is so stupid. They're like, oh, I hate you. How dare you live? Like, bro, what is this? Bro, like, what even is this? Like, I hope you run into you in real life. And you'll get what Joel got, which is kind of funny. Like, it's just like the comment. I mean, the situation's obviously not funny, but just like how weird this comment is, it just is awful. It's like, I pray for nothing but the worst for you and your future children. Like, bro, I know witchcraft and will be putting curses on. Like, I mean, like, I don't want to laugh at this because it's obviously like if this person's just not sane and they're sending out messages like this, it's just not normal. Like, this is just not normal. I'm kind of just giggling kind of how just weird it is. Like, just what a weird, strange message to think about. Like, someone literally sat there on their phone or on their computer, laptop, or whatever, and quite literally sent that to someone. Like, I hope, like, that's just what? Just what? So, like, I think if anything, I'm more sad on, like, this random person. Not really, like, the PlayStation community or, like, the gaming community as a whole. Although there has been, like, big reports of, like, Reddit threads doing these targeted hate threads and, like, you know, like 4chan, whatever, all this type of stuff, which that's just the internet, not to excuse it, just how it is. But it sucks because you can even tell, like, the actress is just annoyed. Look at this. This isn't even scary. It's just annoying at this point. Yeah, work a desk job. Like, this is, imagine some random person who did something like 5 years ago, and they're, like, just at work. They're just, like, filling in some paperwork, sending out some emails. And then they have to deal with this, and it's just stupid. Like, just, I feel bad for her. I'm sitting here trying to get work done, and some idiot decides to write some weird crybaby stuff at me. I always imagine them bawling their eyes out as I do. It's pathetic. As they do it, it's pathetic. I hate posting stuff like this, and for years I kind of silently put up with it, but I think I want people to know that this stuff is still happening, especially with the franchise now finding mainstream success on HBO. It's not going to wait anytime soon. And all honesty, I'm going to be probably even more surprised because I do think the second season actually does feature Abby more. And although I don't think she's going to be the main character for it, I'm sure it has like the ties with the game. Then the game sales might go up as well, or maybe people just going to hear about it or hear about her being the voice or the face actress. Like, I'm sure people are just going to be weird throughout no matter what. So I feel bad for her, you know? As I said, I didn't expect this reach to be as far as it did, like as the post got more viral attention. I was annoyed that this email made it through my filters and messed with the great flow state I was at work. I kind of regret posting this, but that's what I said stands through. I want people to know that this is still happening. It's hard to ignore like the bad people sometimes, and I think anyone who has ever had a massive amount of attention understands that. Now, I've actually had the same boat too, and I'm not as bad as hers, obviously, but it's kind of crazy where sometimes people just like harp on you for random stuff. You're just like, bro. Like, I've had people say, like, I missed, like, a drop when, like, I literally made videos on it, for God's sakes. You know, when I was doing restock stuff, I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, just weird. Or, like, just whatever, speculation, which I can kind of totally get. But it's kind of just, like, some people online are just weird. You know, people, like, don't take that chill pill, they don't relax, they don't vibe, and it kind of just makes things, I don't know, strange to hear about, strange to see people even complain about some of this stuff. Like, my heart just goes out to you, know? So he said, it's hard to ignore these people sometimes. I think anyone who has ever had a mass amount of attention understands that. Thank you all for being so nice. The amount of people that have treated me with kindness far outweighs those who did the opposite. Also, since I'm still seeing confusion, I didn't play Abby. I was just her face model. So basically, it's like people literally hate her face. Like, that's almost even worse, I would say. I'm not an actor. I'm a visual effects artist. I work on Uncharted 4 and Uncharted as well. I have not worked with Naughty Dog since 2017, but I still work in games. And then just went to pin that comment. So I just feel bad. Like, my hearts go out to her. If you guys don't like a game for whatever reason, bro, just unplug it. You know, just don't. If you want to complain on Twitter or something like that, like to your friends or followers or family, sure, go for it. But like, it's just so weird to send like a targeted email towards a face actress. It just is dumb. It's strange. It's weird. I'm not cool with this. And like, I'm sure a lot of people in the PlayStation community are not like this. Or maybe this person doesn't even play games. You know, you never know. But it's just disappointing to see this at the end of the day. It's just gross. It's just dumb. I don't know. Anyway, in case you guys are kind of curious, though, we did actually apparently see on the same topic of this that if some fans actually may have actually found the Abby actress, though, for season 2 on the same topic over here. So while some people are kind of debating on this one, too, apparently they have been pretty clear that they will have season 1 will basically be Last of Us Part 1, and then season 2 will be Last of Us Part 2, the second game, without some sort of lengthy interlude in the receding years. Also, since this Part 2 is so big, it'll probably need more than one season to go and cover, which I'd probably agree that is a pretty big game. Easily one of the biggest questions, though, is who's going to be casting Abby after all this hate and drama, and a lot of folks are saying for that one they don't want to spoil her exact role here, but fans believe they actually may have found it. They basically want to go and find this one actress called Shannon Barry, who kind of looks like her a little bit at the end of the day, and her last thing was playing Dot in the Wilds, a short-lived Amazon show. So while this is not 100% confirmed, some folks are speculating on this as well. So give me your thoughts and comments on this one. I hope you guys don't ever say anything mean or rude to people out there for that one. I mean, to me, do whatever. But make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. We have the Target link down below, the Amazon links down below. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching here in the first place.